time in their life because everybody don't have a wreck every day. And when they do, they're a lot of times distraught, don't know where to go, don't know what to do. So just helping them get into the process and get through the process.
The days of going from body shop to get estimates are gone. You guys can handle everything for your customers, right?
Yeah, we'll get the car towed here. If it's not non-drivable, then we have their rental car scheduled for when they get here. We try to fix your car like it was our own.
H&H Body Shop, North Main Street in Clinton. Call 865-457-9734. 865-457-9734. H&H Body Shop. There since 1960. There when you need them.
Having a homegrown vegetable business starts before the first seed goes in the ground. Hi, I'm Jody Henke. Good planning now is the most critical part of your success as you're living the country life.
Living the country life. Ideas and inspiration for your place in the country. You can find more information on today's topic and from previous shows by visiting us online at livingthecountrylife.com. We'll return to the show after these messages.
Commodity Classic is the place to renew your passion for agriculture.
This is my third time in the Commodity Classic. It is just such an exciting place. If you're in agriculture and you come down here and you don't get excited, you shouldn't be in agriculture. Every year I come home, I take something away. And every year I come home and I'm excited. I can't wait for spring to get here now.
See your future clearly at Commodity Classic in San Antonio, Texas, February 27th through 29th. Discover more at commodityclassic.com.
Are you looking for new advanced technology for your farm operation? Need some advice on managing your farm or tips on finding the best machinery prices? You'll find all this and more in Successful Farming Magazine. Subscriptions are available online at agriculture.com. Visit agriculture.com and complete your subscription to Successful Farming Magazine today.
Anyone can put seeds in the ground and grow a lot of food, but if you don't know what you're going to do with it, it can be a problem. Market plans, production plans, and work plans are critical when you sell fresh produce. Susan Utes of Solon, Iowa, has been growing vegetables for a CSA or community-supported agriculture program for 20 years. She says the more organized you are in January, the better the rest of the year will go. Start by poring over last year's records.
I have harvest and yield data. We have workers who work on our farm. We have timesheets. We look at that to see where the workload was and what I need to change. We have planting plans. We have very detailed planting plans. Crop rotation is a part of it. Cover crop data. Everybody needs to have a business plan and know what your goals are and what those needs are for your family.
Have a production plan for your markets. What do your customers like, and how much do you need to produce to meet those needs? Carmen Black works on the farm with Utes. She says a planting diagram and schedule is critical because the challenge is to have a high-quality product when you need it throughout the growing season.
Some important things here is that we have the distance apart in the row, number of days to harvest from transplant, and then different dates here in our target harvest date. So these are just things when you're making your own planting plans that you might want to have on there, things to think through.
This is also the time to order seeds from those big, beautiful seed catalogs you're getting in the mail. Ute says if you sit down with those catalogs and don't have a plan, you can spend a lot of money on seeds that will just sit in the cupboard. Find more tips for vegetable production planning at livingthecountrylife.com. I'll see you in the country.
Living the Country Life. Ideas and inspiration for your place in the country. You can find more information on today's topic, share your tips, and post photos by visiting us online at livingthecountrylife.com.
Good morning and welcome to AM 1380 WYSH and Ask Your Neighbor. Ask Your Neighbor can also be heard and seen on our website, WYSHradio.com. And if you are in Anderson, Roane, or Morgan County and have Comcast cable, you can watch Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV Channel 12. Ask Your Neighbor is the program where you call in and do just that. Ask Ask Your Neighbor. Do you have a comment? Do you have a problem? Or do you have a question? Then call in and ask your neighbor. 865-457-1380 or toll free at 877-711-4005. And for those of you that might be listening or watching on the internet, you can email from our website, WYSHradio.com. Just click on the Contact Us button and email your questions. Now sit back and listen as listeners throughout East Tennessee and the entire world answer your questions on Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV 12 and AM 1380 WYSH.
It's Ask Your Neighbor this morning. Good morning. Welcome into David West Stars and Stories of the Cas Walker Show. It's a Thursday morning. This is what we do. This is how we roll on Thursdays. Good morning, boys. How are you? Howard's back.
Yeah, man.
He's alive. He's on the green side of the grass.
I've been off for hard to keep a good man down. 2 weeks.
Yeah, gone out 2 weeks. Yeah. Pneumonia.
And I come over here myself without security.
Mm-hmm.
We got security this morning. Is security on TV good there? Yeah, come on in. Yeah, he's over there.
You're good. You're good. I've got mirrors at the house, Ron. I've seen myself.
You're all right. I just checking, making sure you're good to go, brother. It's all good. So what's going on this week, guys?
Oh, we've been doing a lot of different things. We've had big sales going on. We've been doing trading. And, business is good right now. Mm-hmm. Economy's up. It's kind of like Fred Smith said one time he walked in. He said, boy, it's going to be a good crowd tonight. Said, we had Garfield playing fiddle. He said, the barn's full and Garfield's half full. We're going to have a good show. So business is up. So I guess we're ready to go. A lot of my friends have been coming by. Johnny McCoy come by yet.
I talked to Johnny McCoy, what's today? Today's Thursday or Tuesday. I'll see him again today. I talked to him for a little while.
Yeah, Johnny's good. He was talking about me and Red and Fred picking for him. And he wouldn't even talk to us. He'd be on the lot with it. He was so busy. Mm-hmm. And we'd pull up, he'd see us, and he'd say, just tell me what date you want. And 24th, put it down. I'll tell him in there 24th. That's all he'd say. He wouldn't even discuss it. He'd just say, what date do y'all want? He knows we pulled up and Fred wanted to show.
There you go.
Fred played for King Solomon. We had a chain of them. We played every weekend. Mm-hmm. He said, what's the date? He's laughing about that. He said,
Johnny's still out selling cars. That's right. He was on the lot when I pulled up. I had to take my truck down there, and they were lining it for me. Still out there going strong as ever.
He told me, he said, me and him started running into each other over at Workout Week over and walk, ride bicycle and all that stuff. And we got talking. He said, I know you, David. I said, yesterday, he said, I see you, and said, I keep saying, I know the name David West, and said, I forgot about all them car lot things you picked for me and all that stuff. I wasn't putting you together. I said, I had Red and Fred, but I wasn't putting you the third guy with me. And it was kind of strange, Barn, the way that we started doing him. I was a bottom of the Buster, and Red and Fred was doing our shows. And even before I went to work with Mr. Walker, they'd call me up, and they need a banjo picker like you need a sidekick for Barney, Fred called in, David, can you come over here and do a little car lot with us? And I'd say, well, I guess I could, Fred. And could you bring that little PA? One day we stand there, and I do stuff real serious, and Fred, he think I'm serious, And I said, Fred, there's something been bothering me. We need to straighten it. And he rented for me. We had lived in apartments side by side. We saw each other every day, all day long. And we was on TV. We just stand there waiting for Mr. Walker to quit talking so we could play one. I said, Fred, there's something just bothering my mind. And he said, what is it? And I said, every time you call me up, go with you and Red, I said, did you really need a banjo picker, or you just need that PA system? We like your...
I told you what my granddaughter's going to call me, didn't I? I've got T-shirts made, I got a book made and everything. She's going to call me Dad-All.
Dad-All.
in honor, my wife hates it. I'm serious.
Well, now, did you come up with that, or did she come up with that?
Because David, I'd heard him talk about Fred calling. I'm trying to
call Mr. Walker Dad.
That's right. So this precious little thing is going to call me Dad Dog. That's my oldest son. That's my first granddaughter.
How old is she?
She's 5 months old. And yeah, Dawn said, no, not Dad Dog. I said, yeah. I said, I want to be called Dad Dog. So I told him.
And Fred got called him that because the grandkids did. Dad Dog, you know what you are. That was funny. And Fred could say stuff and get by with it. Me and him couldn't more than anybody. Larry Matthews said, oh, shoot, David does it. Little David.
It's okay.
He's got it. Because he did love me. But he said, and you think, yeah, 400, you said stores had 450 employees. You know, that's a lot of people. And he said,
a ton of people.
And he's going to give them all big canned ham because them turkeys so hard to keep them frozen, brought them around. Just passed them out. And we always took up offering in the TV to buy him a Christmas present. But what could you buy him? He owned department stores. He owned everything.
Oh, yeah.
There wasn't nothing you could buy him he didn't own. He owned his clothing. He owned pay cash grocery. What could you buy a man like Mr. Walker? And so...
What did you buy?
Well... Dan was up taking it up. Come on, let's take up $3 a piece way back in the 70s, so we got to get Dad all a Christmas present. And he said, well, said he's giving us a ham. Said, why don't we buy him some roast beef? But we found him. You'd never believe what we found him, and it tickled him.
What was it?
We gave him an old Henry knife. Was it old
Henry, yeah.
Old Henry, yeah. It was a lifetime warranty.
Mm-hmm. Old Henry's a candy bar.
They're nice too.
But he didn't act like he didn't say much about the knife.
The warranty.
We told him, we said, that's got a warranty, Mr. Walker. If you break it, lose it, and he was going out through all the people at TV. I say I got that man's knife, and if I lose it out hunting, they're gonna give me a new one. I got a certificate. I get a new one if I lose it. That warranty, but he loved that.
Oh yeah,
the value. That's what he was looking at.
It was Uncle Henry or Henry? Uncle Henry.
Uncle Henry.
Oh, sure.
Uncle Henry. Oh, Henry's a candy bar. That's a joke. That's a Fred joke, too. You can't tell on there. Remember said the couple was eating candy bars all night long in the hotel room next to them? Do you remember it? Yeah. Yeah, you tell it. What made you think this? No, you kept saying, what made you think they was eating candy bars? Because he said, all I heard all night was,
Henry.
You tell it. I don't want to tell the punchline. I ran into somebody yesterday, and I told him, I said, you need to go out to WISH. And you got to...
What kind of warranty did you get on that?
Where's your paper?
Oh, is it? Yeah.
It's lifetime?
Yeah, you done wore the emblem off.
Hey, Howard. I have. Howard, lose that in my coat pocket.
Get you another one.
There was a guy yesterday I had lunch with, and I told him he needs to come to WISH sometime and tell this story. His name is Leonard Waring. Up in Sevier County. And I was telling him a little bit about what y'all do and stuff, and he said he was real familiar with Cas, and somebody he used to work with, his last name was Ogle, but they had a nickname for him. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't constable, but it was some kind of a title they gave him. Wasn't judge, but somebody, and he was talking about those Cas stores, but one of these days, I'm going to hook him up. I want to get him out.
Yeah, bring him out here.
Good. And because I said it's called the Stars and Stories of the Cas Walker Show, and everybody's got a Cas story. But I was sitting there eating, and it just came up, and so he started telling me about it. But I'll have him come out here sometime. I'll hook him up. I told him, I said, you need to come out here and meet these guys and tell that story.
Tell your story.
That's right.
This girl at the bank, her mother knows the Thumping Good watermelon boy. And if I can just get her to run that down, she keeps telling me she's going to, but she ain't got it.
The little boy's on the commercial?
Yeah.
He's
a man now.
Oh, yeah. He's an old man.
Yeah, he's an old man now.
A long time ago.
He told him who he was. Boy, if I get him on here, wouldn't it?
You know the progression, don't you? You're a young man, then you're a man, then you're an old man, then you're a dead man. Let's catch him before he gets to that ladder.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us can avoid the ladder sooner or later.
Boy, it's a lot of things, though. And just about everywhere you go. And last night I stopped at where we were having the Bible study thing at this new church. And I went in, and the first thing they started, He's the guy that fixed for Cas Walker, and we had to have a Cas Walker sermon for a few minutes, so you know, the rest of it. Oh yeah, I knew him. My uncle worked for him, and yeah, I knew him. Well, my cousin was a bag boy. He got ready to go through all of that, and it got so bad. You know, I told you maybe we go to Dunkin' Donuts get our donuts and stuff, and I'm talking about 5:30. See, we was on 5:37, but we go in there about 5 o'clock. Get our, Fred called it the care package. Just go in and get the care package for this morning. They give us milk and all that. And just as quick as you open the door, see, Dunkin' Donuts, they have a lot of people in there. Because it's opened that one over close to St. Mary's, and where that big drugstore is now. The first thing they walk through the door, oh, here comes the Cas boys. How old is Cas now? Every morning, how old is Cas? I said, why do they say that, Fred? He said, they don't know nothing else to say, and they want to talk about it. That's the best thing they can get out. And one more, we walked through the door, and just as we stepped in, Fred said, David, how old's Cas? He made it all. And he'd make up big stories about it, you know. And Fred would say, well, which one you talking about? And I'd say, what do you mean? He said, well, that's number 4. It's up on TV. And Lord, that man be 300 years old. Said, what they done? Said, you know, he went to university and they made a model of his face and said, when he died, they just stick it over on, they just put it over on another man's. That's not really the first Cas that you're watching. You know, that's about number 4. Fred make up all kinds of big old cartload stories.
Oh, Lord.
But hear him tell it what they say. You know.
He can sell it, huh?
He'd tell it. And I'd sit there and laugh at him. He'll leave what? We'd watch you and he'd say, you know, I know everything he's going to say. But when he says it, it's still funny. We'd play at the Coliseum 7 nights a week, and we'd do our part by Little Buster, and then they'd put Red and Fred on for like 15, 20 minutes. And just as quick now, instead of going to the dressing room, we'd lay our instruments down. He says, go out there and sit on the front bench. I want to listen to Red and Fred. I said, well, you hear them 7 nights a week, yeah, but they're funny. And I said, and you can do it because they can't, yeah, but he said, that's something, that's the way they deliver it.
Comedy Barn, where he worked up there, Daddy and Mama went up there. Oh, this has probably been early 90s, and they didn't know Fred was going to be up there, and all of a sudden, here he come in the back. That is this where it's at?
Yeah.
You know, and he came around and he thought, oh, who is that coming in and interrupting this show? And he turned around and it was Fred. Tickled him to death.
Well, he'd interrupt, he'd tear him down, wouldn't he?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Carry that big old long pole.
Oh, yeah. He had some of the best jokes. I mean, we've stolen, all of us have stole most of them. I mean,
yeah.
And
David, did he sit and write jokes? Did he just sit and...
He's an EHO writer. Yeah, Archie's fame. Archie's come out there every few days buying him jokes for EHO. And Fred made him good money, a couple $100 a day, you know. He'd go, I'm going to go down and write some, he'd say it. But just the way he'd stand and look, he never say nothing. Just the way he just come out and stood real sloppy, like, you know, and stuck out. It's funny. I mean, all his words out, you know, just...
some of us are just funny looking.
He's a natural born. He's a natural
It's a blessing, right?
Yeah, Minnie Pearl, what's that one she used to say? She said when the Lord was handing out looks, she thought he said books, and she said, give me a funny one. Remember that?
Yeah. Fred knew the part. He knew how to stand. He knew how to look. He knew how his timing was good. But Fred told me, he said, now he was a natural. And he said, when his kids going to school, we was laughing at him, and he thought we were making fun. I said, no, we're not making fun. He said, you're a natural.
You're just funny.
You're a natural born, Fred. And he told this story. I don't know, I may have told it. He said that back when his high school kids said, we met this old boy and said he was older than us, and said, he said, you know what I've done? Said, this is a true story, Fred. Said I've been working, so I've come into some money. He said, let's go in that restaurant and eat. Said, they went in that restaurant and eat. Said, 4 or 5 of us, he said, just get anything you want. Let's eat steak. Said, everyone of them ordered steak. Said, they did. Fred was telling me that. He said, we sat down there and said, I noticed he pushed me into nothing over in the corner, and they sat on the outside of the booth. Said, y'all go in, you're our guest. Put them in there and said, order them steaks. And I said, I hope you got enough money to pay for this. And he said, he took his billfold out and said, there it is. said, what, you ain't got no money? He said that. So they all tried to break a run. That manager hurt, and he run over, and I think he caught Red or Fred one. He caught one up. And he said, I'm holding you. He said, somebody going to pay for these 5 steaks. Yeah. And he said, one of the old boys just rammed his fork in it and run out the door for it. He going out the door flying. He said, I said, well, what'd you do, Fred? He said, well, we went back there and we was going to go to work. And said the other boy, one of the other boys, whichever one it was, Fred or Red one, he went to some of his friends and they loaned him enough money to come in there and pay for it. And turned it loose. He said he had him back there in that room locked up. He can tell stuff that just
comedy with music is a great combination. I think me and Doug and one of my other brothers, Tommy, went this past weekend. Have you ever heard of the Cleverleys? I'm going to tell you some of the finest pickers, bluegrass pickers, but they're a comedy. They've been on the Grand Ole Opry and everything, but I never got to see them in person. This past weekend, we went up to Greenville at the Capitol Theater. One of the best shows. I mean, they're great pickers, singers, but they are so funny. If you ever get a chance.
What are they called?
The Cleverleys. You pull them up on YouTube. I'm telling you, they are some of the funniest guys. But they're really good. They're good at, because they're good pickers and singers, but their niche is that comedy side of it. There's a lot of people just be the average bluegrass band, but if you throw some comedy. Like Red, people don't give them credit as far as music. I'm gonna tell you, Red. I mean, you know better than any of us. Red was fantastic.
Oh yeah, he's rated one of the highest mandolin players. And even Sam Bush, when he came out, he talked about him in one of his songs, where nobody could do it like Little Red Rector, nobody could do it like Jeff O'Byrne, nobody could do it like Uncle Bill. You know, he's bragging on Bill Monroe in that song.
Yeah.
You might find that directly.
Sam Bush.
Yes, Sam Bush. Nobody could do it like. I wish you could find that. Ron.
Sure, I'll look for it. Old Ron can.
Nobody can do it like Uncle Bill.
Like old Fred said, we're so poor if we'd have got things time for to eat them.
and you look off stages, he'd see a real pretty woman there, and he'd say, "Was you poor, Miss Woman?" he honestly, as Alan Collins said, he walks funny. And he talks funny. He said he don't mean to be funny, but he's naturally funny.
Oh, yeah. What was the name of the song?
I think it's Nobody Can Do It Like Little Bill. Okay. Like Uncle Bill or Little Bill, Sam Bush is. Mm-hmm. Nobody does it like old Bill is, or some kind of. It's about Bill Monroe, what it's about. But I got to work with them. They was a Bluegrass Alliance. Sam Bush, they had Courtney Johnson on the banjo. I got to work with them. The first time I ever saw them was probably 70 or 71. Wow. They came in here from California. They came in here in a yellow school bus. And Sam was picking mandolin.
He'd been young, wasn't he?
They was young.
He was really young. Yeah.
Me and Bill Monroe and L.E. White was standing under a shade tree. We were playing a big outside festival. Huge thing, and big. And Bill was standing there. And I hadn't met Bill very much. I'd been around him a little bit. I'd probably picked on an Opry once, seemed like before that. I didn't know him very well. But Bill was looking up all the time. He'd stand around looking like this. I kept looking up. I thought, well, what's he looking for? You know, that's just what he done. He walked out his head right back a lot of the time. And L.E. was standing there, and he, oh boy, he thought the sun rose in L.E. White. Because L.E. was one that, if he was going to do a new song at Decca, he said, now, there's a country dinner. Keep it my way down. Keep it my way down. You know how bluegrass is supposed to go, Lee. You go down there. He called L.E., wouldn't he? To send L.E. to Decca to sit there and make sure the engineers got it the way he wanted it. He didn't know how to tell him to do it the way he wanted it, but L.E. did, because he was a Conway, you know. They both was on Decca. And we was standing there, and them little bluegrass groups would come out. They'd be there under a shade tree, and they'd be picking good. L.E. said, Bill said, there's a good little group. Yeah, they're good. Listen at them. Put them on stage, see what they do. Can they buckle on stage, or can they pick? And this one boy, Bill, took his mandolin. Boy was trying to play the mandolin, knowing. Bill just walked up and said, let me see your mandolin, buddy. Bill played. Bill said, there's a good little group. Yeah, they're good. Listen at them. Put them on stage, see what they do. Can they buckle on stage, or can they pick? And this one boy, Bill, took his mandolin. little tin hand back and said, well, see, there ain't nothing wrong with the mandolin. I just walked on. I mean, hey, when L.E. called me, come there and work with him in Nashville, I was a little bit leery of him. I said, now, he smarts off me. I don't need that. But he was so nice to me and Luke. Yeah. He said, you and Luke, well, you'll love you. He said, he's going to love you and Luke. I said, I don't know. He didn't love a lot of people. I've been around him. I saw him get on stage with no boy playing bass. He had that poor boy was scared. Sweat was coming off from him. Bill was standing there right in front of 10,000 people going, whack, whack, whack. That boy move. He's trying to get in a hurry with him. What I'm going to tell you, the Bluegrass Alliance was pulled up in a school bus, yellow. And on the side of it, they had a big stalk of bananas painted. And they had some of that homemade painting with a brush. And over top the door, it said door, letters this big, D-O-O-R, and bananas on it. And it said something on the back. And they drove it all the way to California to get here, they said. That's the first festival. And that's the first thing I know I'm planning on, and there's going to be on no festival. They put them on board. They were great. You know, Courtney Johnson and Sam Bush. And so Little Red was there, and they had him to do mandolin workshop. Red said, my goodness, did you hear that boy on the mandolin? Said, he's out of sight. Said, I hate to go out there and start teaching mandolin and figures like that. Of course, Red wasn't sneeze at you, know. But I remember Red saying that, and I didn't know him better. If when they put me on a workshop, I thought I was supposed to do it. I thought I knew how. I didn't know, I guess, but you know. But then they just went from there and went wild. I mean, of course, people went nuts over it, but that's when they started out. And then they changed. Let's see, the Bluegrass. What was it? Bluegrass Alliance, wasn't it first?
I don't know.
Bluegrass Alliance. They had about 3 names, but changed. Yeah. Or did you find anything on it?
I found something from Sam Bush. Didn't find a song. Couldn't find a song anywhere, but I've got something from Sam Bush bringing in the Georgia Mail if you want to play.
Yeah, let's play it. Let's listen to Sam. Always good.
Take a listen to it. Hopefully it'll play.
Barney, if you ain't got, we can read all them names down here.
Well, they had Bluegrass Alliance and then that Newgrass Revival. Yeah, he had several others he played with, of course, Bella Fleck and all them others.
Yeah, they had about 6 names.
Yeah, I was trying to find that.
I've got
hard to keep the band together, wasn't it?
Yeah, you can't keep the job in Bluegrass.
Revival, I've got that album. That's a real good album. I've got several albums with them because I've worked with them probably on the first 2 names, I guess. First 2 names. I hadn't saw them. Red kept up with them all. He worked. See, Red kept a lot of this.
What, they just change? They change it. They get new members or old?
Yeah, some of them drop out. Well, maybe one drop out and start him a band. When you get real good pickers,
hard to keep
like that, it's hard to keep them because they think it maybe the banjo picker or somebody thinks people telling him somebody will walk up to those banjos, I'll pay you so much to go to work for me. What can you do? So you got to quit. You know, that's the reason I quit Bonnie and Buster. They're the greatest people in the world. I probably never would have quit them. But Jake Butcher come along and said, "Come with me." So what are you gonna say?
You go.
See, I had that same year. Russ Jeffers come up here and sat down and talked to me, wanted me to do Opryland, and I considered it. Mm-hmm. And right during that time, Jake paid as much a day as they pay in a week. So what are you gonna do?
Play for Jake.
Go with the train.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, and the benefits was so good.
Yeah.
20 by time for more benefits. You know, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like working with Bonnie and Buster. See, he tried to get me to come to Nashville and work with them in Stoney, but they lived in a bus. Bonnie and Buster lived in the Holiday Inn. So they worked for Jim Walter Home. I reckon he owned stock or something. And I know where he was connected with things was where we stay, Holiday Inns and places like that.
Mm-hmm.
They said he owned stock and that stuff. And we eat the best sweet steaks, the best food, and travel in a limousine. And buses is okay if you don't have, but they don't sleep like Holiday Inns, okay? They were hard bunks. Piece of foam rubber on top of a piece of plywood.
Yeah, Holiday Inn beats that.
They're different now, but they're different now. But back in them days, it was sleep where we could. But I mean, me and Carl Jackson talked about that. You know, he said you do pretty good. He said you're in the look how you fire, look how we fire. Said there wasn't much difference in our pay. I think $5 a day. I had all the good benefits.
You had good food,
everything.
Good place to sleep.
That's one thing about LA. You didn't have no trouble sleep. They just sleep. Sit straight up.
You have a Cadillac. You'd always get on the passenger side because see that thing was long and had a radio you can control it back there. And he'd stick his ear. We just heard whatever he wanted us to because he'd sit over and had his ear in the radio and he'd sleep. All the way near to Ohio or West Virginia, wherever you're going. He wouldn't even wake up. They thought dinner time. He wouldn't start with. Me and him got acquainted real good, and then once he bonds with you, you don't know. He would but he didn't know you. He wouldn't even talk to you. He just sit there. Yeah, he was real backward. He wasn't stuck up. A lot of people are stuck up, but he was just quiet. He would just sit and look at you. He wouldn't even talk to you, would he?
No.
No, he say anything no way. You know what? You know Kanye is.
Sure.
He'd loosen up. I loosened him up a lot though when I and him got together. And got him when he come into all that money. I told this once. I think he got him he said, I need a pistol. And I said, way back in. I said, well, I know, but he got one he won't sell. So I got him one. Took it to him. He looked at it. Was sitting in the dressing room getting ready to do TV. He looked at 38 and he said, have you got any bullets to fit this? And I said, well, I'll put you 6 in there.
Person ass, Howard. Don't even go there.
He said, I'll put you 6 in there. Okay. But him and Ron, I think, told us on radio or television one time, they was out doing something, going somewhere, picking a party or something. They come in, his wife didn't like the party or thought it went the wrong way. You remember her? Oh. She come out that fist and started shooting that head on it. He said, Betty, we went over couches and chairs. I said, what'd you do? He said, we ducked to shoot run out of shell. I said, after the gun went off. Said she emptied it before we could get to her. He said, Mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. You were Ron tell this. He said, see, I put Ellie and Ron together. Ron was with me. I was teaching him how to play guitar and sing, and I introduced him to Ellie, and
Of course, Ron won't get in the song, right? He wrote a good song or two, but he didn't let Conway do it. He was going to do it, and then he never did get it out. But these ice-based mistakes that he made, he was going to make him. He'd been top.
Yep.
He just let Conway do that one good song. He hit it. It put him better, but he didn't understand it. He went nice ways. He was a cowboy in movies and stuff, and he just didn't understand nothing like that. And I said, Ronnie, you going to let me have that song? Well, I need it for me. But nobody know me. They know them. You got to get your name up there. But I got them together, and Ron just went down nice for a start. I think he worked some for Conway, too. He tried to get me to work for Conway. He wanted me to come down there, and I closed up several things I had going in 1969 when I was going to go down and work for Conway. And my daddy got real sick. He had a stroke at Christmas, right around Christmas time. And Alma said, my sister said, please don't leave right now. And I didn't go. And Ellie had me a lot of good breaks. He had me well in Stony. And he had me, Conway would have been a real deal. Because, he was going to give me a place to stay. And I was going to run songs and play on sessions, man. He told Luke the last thing he said before he died. We were with him about 2 weeks before he died, and he said, Luke said, David had come on down here, said he'd had one of these studios, said he just thinks business, and said, I don't think business. Said, some of the money I made was because he's thought it out for me. I hadn't thought that they could do sessions, and we did several sessions and stuff. And I told him, I said, take advantage of all this, man. You got everything there at your fingertips. They didn't care. You could use anything you wanted. The Conway studio, it was wide open. You start raking it in, but and I probably would have done pretty good. But this old man told me, he said, if you're smart, he said, whichever pasture you're in, make it work. Yeah. And he said, look at all your kin folks that left home. And he said, to search for something big, how many have made it? It's, you got to look back at it. Did you do as good as them? Did you do better than them? If that's something. The old man that we had on last week, his saying was, and he's always taking his neck. Mm-hmm. And he said, David, don't worry about the big stuff. Just take care of yourself. Worry about the little. That's where you got to make your break. Is that little. Mm-hmm. He was smart. When I grew up, it was with older people. I want to know everything I could learn from. Mm-hmm. And by the help of the good Lord, and I got with Mr. Walker. I never walked around with Webster Dictionary before. I used to get on Ellie a lot. Now, he could work deals for Conway. One come against the other, and he'd negotiate better for him. And he'd get that high dollar stuff going. And I'd say anything to Ellie, and he'd pay to me anyway. He said, why don't you do that for Ellie? I don't know. I just won't push myself. But he would Conway, or anybody else. It's like he told Mel Street. Yeah. He turned that song down. And Ellie said, you do it. He said, they don't know me. He said, you do that song. I will. Sure, he was smart, buddy. Oh, yeah. And Ellie was there with George Jones. And he sung with George. George said, man, you're going up in the hunting. You blend with me. Now, here's the next session. You be there. I want you on it with me. And I said, did you do it? He said, well, I went over and I went up the door and told him, I need to see George Jones. I mean, go get him. And then I just turned around and left. Ain't no push. That's what he was. I mean, the first thing I done got a private number on him. Called him, I'm going to be there. It's like Ray Hand told me. He said, I do a lot of shows at his house and stuff. Ray Hand, and I, well, he called his number, and the escort rang up in the box where I'm at. And why don't you come up and be with me? I go with you on shows. But usually the ball games are on my show night. Yeah. Right, it goes. And that's all I got to do. I know I can do that. And all you had to do is just tell me what. Put a little spunk in. If they turn me down, I'd say, well, I'll just call Ray. Mm-hmm. That usually takes care of it.
I call David West.
Yeah. What's your friends update? What are you doing now?
Well, I'm selling insurance.
Oh, you're what?
Yeah.
Well, you're better than uniform.
No, I'm selling for Ron's neighbor, buddy. I'm out selling insurance.
Mr. Bill.
That's right. Working hard trying to do that. I'm gonna help Howard here too here in a few minutes. But,
tell us a bit what kind of insurance all about, what you're doing.
Well, we're doing life, home, and auto, doing personal and commercial, doing all kinds of it through got about 32 different carriers I'm working for, so got some good options for them. So I'm gonna run some commercials with Ron here down the road.
That works for me, brother. I'll sell you some.
I know you will, but we're gonna try to do that out in the office down of Oak Ridge. But I'm working. I was in Spear County. I was telling you about yesterday, and working all over East Tennessee, going out and using Barney as our platform. Still using my Barney, and we're doing a lot of stuff, selling some stuff for churches.
Barney's doing good, ain't he? Pretty good.
Barney, yeah, we're staying busy. I wish I had more around East Tennessee area. We've, if anybody'd like to book us, you just call down here at the station or get a hold of us. And yeah, we're doing a lot of churches, but corporate events that we're doing, I'm doing more elsewhere than a lot of those, but as many as we can. So we're still doing all that, trying to do some shows with David. Going to do their show. I told you April the 4th, we're bringing Rodney Dillard back in. His band is coming with him this time, but they're doing that show up there in Union County first Saturday night of
Is it Union County Opry?
It is. It's okay. Union County Opry, and I think they've got T. Graham Brown is there the next week, or the next month. I think he does it once a month.
I think Jasper either met with them or is going to meet with them. They're going to do some advertising.
Good.
Believe so.
Good. Yeah, that'll be a good show. That'll be funny. His band will be okay, but they won't be nothing like David's band they put together for him. He'll be back in town, and I'm hoping to get him back. I want to introduce him to Ron and bring him down.
Oh yeah, I want to get him on here. Hear some of those stories.
I'm telling you, man.
Away at all he's done. Touring with Elton John, for crying out loud. That's amazing.
He's got some fantastic stories, and really Phil Ledbetter, I thank him again for helping make that possible, getting him together. But Phil was telling me some of the stories, and Rodney's, I don't know if he just don't remember or don't want to remember some of the stories they did, but they played with some of the Birds, the Eagles, all those people. They're not the Eagles, but Elton John.
Yeah.
Maybe in the Eagles too, but there's several really good ones out there. But,
yeah. Bring him when he comes in, see if you can get him over here.
We will.
Phil's supposed to be over here with us. He's supposed to have done it, but he's, between his sickness and all the shows that he does, it's hard for him to get moved. But
I told
he said he'd definitely come over.
Well, a few weeks ago when you was gone with your surgery, and I came over here with Ron, and we got Rodney on the phone, Phil called me that afternoon, and we was talking. I said, man, I wish you'd call me back earlier. I tried to get a hold of you. I wanted you to just come over to. He said, I would have rolled over at WSH with you and love to have done that. So, yeah, you need to have him on. And Rick Campbell telling those stories about Bill Monroe.
Yeah.
Rick's been supposed to be here a number of times.
Well,
you need to get him.
I called him. I don't know if he just didn't want to come.
Grumpy.
I think he's obtuse. But he's coming.
He'll come.
Yeah, he's going to pick a day because I told him about it. I said, man, you got to get over and tell some of those stories. Mm-hmm. He's played with so many really good ones.
Oh, yeah. Bill McCurry.
Yeah, Bill McCurry. It's one of those songs, that band I was telling about, the Cleverleys, they covered, was one of my favorite bluegrass songs by Seldom Seen. You remember the song? Did Mike Aldridge write Wait a Minute? You like that song?
Maybe he's real good.
Oh, I love that song, but they've got a great version of it. It's really good. And,
see, all that bunch changed their name. Dora Lawson, all that bunch was Country Gentlemen, Seldom Seen. All of them was kind of hooked in together somewhere.
When I started following bluegrass, my father-in-law Doyle, that got me into bluegrass, I started watching them, and Lonesome River Band was the first band that I probably really, I loved Doyle Lawson back in the 80s and 70s. Of course, I loved the Osborne Brothers and Jim and Jesse. But I started watching Lonesome River Band, and I got so intrigued by how often they would change band members. In fact, from the early 80s or late 80s, early 90s, Lonesome River Band, which is one of my favorites, the banjo player, Sammy Sheeler's the only one that's still the one that's been consistent in that band, I think. And most of those guys went on to different bands and they changed. But I used to kid Phil about that, Phil Ledbetter. And y'all can't keep a job.
Tim White, I've done a show with Tim White. They made a film of it, and I need to get run over on DVD. I got on that big that real thing, that cassette thing, or VHS. And he told me, he said, I want you to come up and be on the song on the mountain. Said, that month. He said, well, just bring whoever you got. You change a lot.
Yeah.
He said, bring the best, just bring what you want to do, David. You keep it good and let you change it off a lot. You know.
Yeah, that's a great show. They do it in Marion. I think Doug, my brother Doug, was up there, and I think he went when Dole lost, and they taped their show up there. But yeah, that's a.
No, it's good. It's a really good show. It's been. I mean, they're good. Another good group too. But BW Boys are just they're outside.
Well, I just went blank. Dave Bond, it plays in that band.
Yeah,
he's the magician.
I know it.
I didn't know it was him from BW Boys, and I was up there to Tennessee Valley Fair for Senior Day. You remember when y'all were picking?
Yeah, I said I watched.
Well, they had that portion of the magicians over there, and he finally came over to me backstage one day, and he was saying, "I've seen you before," and I said, "Really?" I said, "Man, y'all are really good." I said, "He goes, well, I play with the BW Boys." I looked at him and I said, "You got to be kidding. I didn't realize who he was."
Yeah, well, they all good. All of them good. Yeah. Well, you know, Tim can do it too. They're all good at it. He told you that right now. And of course, they had me the MC half of the show. Me and him was MC. I believe it was one in theaters, a big theater in Bristol. I can't think of the name of it.
Paramount?
Yeah, Paramount. That's it. Yeah, Paramount. That's what it was. Because they had it on a movie, but he said, now, they say this is magic. He said, this ain't magic, this is illusions.
Yeah. Looks like magic to me. Something's there now, it ain't.
It's gone. Mr. Walker's telling about a guy that, I don't know how he done it. Said he just weighed 100 pounds. And said they called him Little Moses. I don't know whether we ever look up something on him or not, but he said Little Moses would go to school shows with him, and if he thought, he could sense his mind and start thinking, and he'd say, now, I want to think for just a second, you can't pick me up. And Mr. Walker said he'd lay down on a bench. This is a true story, and I've heard him tell it on TV. I didn't get to meet Little Moses. I wish I had him. He said, you know, Little Moses could start thinking, and you couldn't pick him up. Mr. Walker said, I was stout as an ox, but he said, I was stout. So he said, okay, I'm going to lay down on this bench and think, and you can't pick me up. And he said, I don't know how many people in school would let him line up and pick him up. You don't see lay down that train of thought you can pick him up. He said, Miss Walker said, I walked over to the R get him and said, I strained, couldn't get him up. And said, man, I can lift 300 pounds. And he said, I said, well, Mr. Walker, did anybody ever pick him up? He said, yeah, there's a big old woman got him in a school show one time, said, he didn't get to lay down on his bench. She just run through there and said, I'll pick him up. Said he didn't get his mind, I reckon, cut in fast enough. Said she grabbed him, threw him up there, and he come down like killed himself. But it's something how he's, you know, I heard Red Princeton talking about it. Said, David, he done the truth. Said, if he laid down on that bench, started his mind, said, I don't know how he could, but none of us could pick him up.
Sounds like witchery. You got a little bit on your mother's side. Remember that? Yeah.
They told some stories about stuff that happened back then. You know, Little Robert and Little Moses, Little Robert, and the harmonica player didn't have no arm, and Ray Myers. You know, I did get to work with him in that old farms. Boy, I never saw him like it. If you saw him, you looked him up one day.
Yeah, we looked him up one day.
He'd drive with his feet, drive nails, sit in a chair, and just like I'm sitting, just take a foot and comb his arm, but his comb back. I saw him take a cigarette. He reached there and took the pack out, took one out, put it back. What got me is when the first time I saw him, I was backstage. Barney Lou was working. He was a package show with Barney Lou, Buster, and Stanley, Brad Stanley, and him. I believe were Oliver and him. And we was all working together. The same guy booked us all, and he reached there and pulled out that pack of gopher matches, threw them down the floor, held the thing with one foot, took one match off. He didn't miss it. He took one match off and struck it, and reached back and lit his cigarettes, floated it down, laid over an ashtray, and took that other foot and closed that pack, picked it up with his toes, just like you with your hand, just like that. And I didn't, my mouth so much. And everybody, I guess, saw him. Bonnie and Buster didn't go see if they traveled. He traveled with them for a while. They told me, said, you're going to get to see something tonight you ain't never saw. So you're going to get to see the armless musician, Ray Myers. I had him over in Clinton with Garner Sam's Ford. Everybody they just couldn't believe him. They couldn't. Nobody believed him. They just stood there and looked at him.
What do you play, guitar? Just lay down?
Guitar. Put that bar between him toes and played and sang. His wife helped him. And Fred, Fred said, said we had to have fun back then. Said, one of them boys, I don't know, it might have been Artie or some Webster, said he went and got him some Vaseline and put Vaseline all over his bar. So he grabbed it in them toes and shot it plumb out now. He took a little coat, one of them little back in this nickel coat bottom. Yeah. And he said, he opened it, and him and her had to act. She said, I'm thirsty. He said, I'll have a Coke with you. If you gave him that Coke, he'd open it. And he'd pour half of it out on the floor, and he'd drink the other half. She said, well, where's my half? He said, I poured it down for you that on the floor. And he said, I wish I'd have got this. Man, I'd love to have this for a souvenir. He said, I was doing this show somewhere. He's from Pennsylvania when I booked him down here. The other night in Pennsylvania, I was doing a show and said, these boys told me, said, we can do something with their hand you can't them feet. Smash one of them Coke caps together. You remember you've done it before. Now, he took them 2 toes and mashed that Coke cap together. I worked several shows. Well, I didn't get one. He threw them out in the audience. Somebody got it. But he'd have done one just for me to keep. Sure. Boy, I wish I had that. But to say Ray myers mashed together his toes. But,
what happened to him, David?
Well, I guess he died out. He's older than me.
I was going to say he got in a fist fight and lost. That's
Sammy.
Yeah. Well, good night, everybody.
You know, thanks about this. No. He might have. I knew a preacher one time in Dalton, Georgia, 16 Fred. He danced on one foot.
Really?
He just go around. He just put one foot up and just dance around another. I mean, he could do. He was a professional buck dancer. Huh. They say it. I don't know about all that, but he would dance on one foot.
Buck dance. I'm glad you said that. Somebody was telling me about being in a square dance competition the other day, and I said I cannot think of what it's called. Buck dancing.
Buck dancing.
And first time I ever saw it was over Carl Bean's barn.
Yeah.
They were doing buck dancing, and it's a different.
Bobby Stooksbury, he does something.
Yeah, that's what. Now Buck White does that, doesn't he?
Yeah, and P.D. Lambton that worked for the butchers, you know.
Yeah.
He was really good. Oh man, he was a good dancer.
Yeah. Hey, before I forget it, I had lunch the other day with a good friend of yours, and she said, "Tell you hi." And I told her, I said, you need to come over to WISH sometime and get on the radio with Ron and them. Jane, and we sat there for his.
I tried to call her yesterday. I just want to let her know it.
Yeah. Well, we had a function for Bill Haggerty the Tuesday. I think
she's bringing him out.
Yeah. Well, you got to bring him. Yeah. Okay. Well,
you set that up. Once you book
we were sitting there. We sat there, and I had her come over, and we sat at the same table and sat there and ate, and had a great time. But I was telling her, I said,
was that yesterday?
Tuesday, I believe.
Okay.
Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. But
bring her. You said line that up for me. I got so much on my mind right now.
We're gonna have him out. You need to have. That's what I was telling you last time. Yeah. Have him come out. He's a good guy.
Okay.
Yeah. And Don Jr. is going to be January 28th in Gallatin, but he's got several good things lined up for East Tennessee too.
Lord, I've done a lot of things, shows for Jane. She's at the Lice Historical Show. Somebody asked her, said, "Where'd you meet David?" That she said, well, he was asleep under my oak tree at my house. I made him know what Rowdy worked for.
Yeah.
He trained the horses, and he trained those people that runs her farm at that one she had back in. Well, she had a beautiful place. And we went over to buy one of her race horses, and me and Rowdy went in cahoots and bought it. It's a cowboy, a big old pretty horse. Looked like one that Marshall Dillon rides, that big old blonde.
Oh, yeah,
That's what it looks like. It looks like it. And she gave us pony and a burro. But we bought that horse from her. I didn't know her. I probably saw her in the political world. I was thinking, I didn't know who she was first minute. I said, I want to take a nap. I went back against this tree and sleep. I heard him talk, woke up, and he introduced me. She looked kind of strange, you know what I mean? Who's this guy laying there sleeping? I think we've become great friends. She's a great person.
She told me that story the other day. She's asked me about Rowdy, and I said, I haven't seen Rowdy in a while.
You know, she called me up crying. Douglas Ray Rufford, Rufford up here to Appalachia died.
Yeah.
She saw that. She called me up. She knows him too.
That's what she was talking about him the other day.
She was crying, and she said, "Oh, when did he die? I'm gonna go to the funeral." I said, "A day or two ago." And I said, "Who are you talking about?" Rowdy? I said, "Oh, Rowdy did it to both of them with Douglas Miller as her name."
That's what she's talking about.
It's the same name.
Yeah.
She tell you that's it.
Yeah, she's telling me about it. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, I saw her. I saw her before we picked it for the show, the Cas Walker movie, about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I said, "When you come back here?" She said, "Well, I didn't want to bother you." She said, I did that first show. I did a show to open up for it. And I said, "Yeah, but I just want to talk to you. I just want to sit her down about." I tried to call her yesterday. I was busy.
She said that I asked her what she's going to be doing because she's worked for Lamar, and this is Bill Haggerty's running for his seat. And she said, "Well, I'm thinking about going out there to David's place and working." She might be able to sell a guitar or two.
I'm going to do it like my cousin said. This old boy come in one time. My cousin owned a floor covering company in Westwood. Floor covering. I said, he walked up and he said, "If you got a job open?" He said, "I got 100 of them open." He said, "What's it pay? So I'll give you half everything you make."
Yeah.
And it'd be a good way to work.
Put him to work.
Hey, Ron, you go out. I can't go out there. Just take off work and I'll give you half everything.
Come on. Bring him on.
Half everything you make. He was a funny guy to get a roll of money. Of course, he owed it all probably because they say, "Man," he said, "boys, this is chicken feed, and these chickens right here waiting on." Tell us a little bit more about it. We got to get your insurance off.
Yeah, I'm trying to go. It's Madison Insurance Group that's still working for. But
now you do auto,
life, home, and auto, and we're doing personal and commercial both. So, do I have to pay for these now, or are we going to get these? I do need some help. If you're looking for insurance, Howard.
Give a number. How can they get a hold of you?
Best way to reach me is 865-388-5014, or you call down here at the station. Ron's got my number.
Call Ciderville.
Call Ciderville. Ciderville's got a stack of cards over there.
You see, Bill, you ask him why my insurance keeps going up every year.
I'll tell him that. I just left him just a few minutes ago. I'll tell him. That's a funny thing about insurance. People don't like to talk about insurance, but everybody has to have it. You're supposed to have car insurance, but you got to have health, and you really need life just in case. But it's a needed necessary. But there is some good options out there. That's the one thing about going to work for Bill and Madison Insurance Group. It's been good because they've got so many options, and I've been able to save several people quite a bit of money.
Where are you working out in Knoxville?
Well, I'm working out of the office in Oak Ridge, but I'm also working mainly in Knoxville and Sevier County and Anderson County, all around East Tennessee. They do. We've got an office up here in Clinton. Up here next to like where C&D printing and right up in that area, and then the main office, that 10-story building in Oak Ridge on the Turnpike, and then we're looking at a space up in Sevier County right now. Actually, I went and looked at some buildings yesterday with a gentleman that works that area mostly, but I'm doing some of the hotels and some of the cabin rental places up there, some of the entertainment places. We're looking at trying to help those, but we can save you some money, at least look at it anyway. So
yeah.
I appreciate it.
You're an officer for how long?
5 years. We did Knox County Sheriff's Office. Yeah, I worked at Knox County Sheriff's Office for 5 years. Good experience. Met a lot of really good people, worked with a great group of guys that done a lot of good things, and it was just time. And Lord opens doors, closes doors, and we it's just like with music or anything you got, everything's a platform for you, and so we're using it as still using our Barney, and God has blessed us so much with our ministry part, and I thank Him every day for it.
You do a lot of ministry stuff.
Try to. Yeah, we teach. I teach every week. They have it on our Facebook Live. If you ever get a chance, go to it's under Sammy Barney Fife Sawyer on the Facebook Live. They record them. We teach. Been teaching on the last 2 weeks, and this coming Sunday we'll be wrapping it up on part 3 of our little series we've been doing on bitterness, forgiveness, and relationships. So it's been a tough one.
That's good.
Yeah. And I went and met with a guy, or went to meet a guy the other day that I hadn't talked to in almost 17 years that I needed to share a little forgiveness with.
One of the hardest things, a lot of people don't think it, is to admit you're wrong and say you're sorry. It's so hard.
It is tough.
This one guy said that, and I said, well, I guess it ain't very hard if you don't ever do it.
Yeah.
But if you start doing it, I'll tell these people a little story that maybe somebody get a good out of it. When I was 4-year-old.
When you were 4 years old?
4-year-old, yeah.
I don't think I was ever 4 years old. I don't know.
I was 4-year-old. I might have told it before, I don't know, but there's a place up there on Beck's Curve. That's Beck's Supermarket. And that back road, there was never a car on it. I mean, unless you lived there, and there wasn't many people even lived there. So 2 or 3 cars a day, maybe. So much let us kids would all go up through there. And then my cousins, in the summertime, would go up there because I hadn't even started school. And back then, that's the only thing kids could do was visit with other kids. I mean, you didn't have much to do. And we'd go up there, and they had this huge concrete tank. And Lord, this is main drag, and they had the racetrack down here on Edgemore, and all them people stop there and get gas from race cars. I remember them race cars pull in there and they'd gas them up, get extra gas, and had a little airport down there on Edgemore. And they had this big old tank of water running out of that creek. They had a pump pumping that creek water through it. And they'd have 1,000 minnows, but there's goldfish too, some of them orange, and they never would say that. The kids just reach there and get them 1 or 2, and they didn't care. I guess they had so many of them. They just, the neighborhood was like family. Mm-hmm. So I got me 3 goldfish. And of course, my daddy was real strict. And I came home, it was like in July. And back then, you had paths in your yard where you walked so much. Mm-hmm. And they had walkways, we had paths. You
wore the grass out and just had a dirt path,
And they had that's what my daddy had, this big ram, and the water come out, spring come up there and pumped out, and you run all the time. Well, from up there home, we carried 3 goldfish that done dead. I went there and stuck them in that tank, tried to get them to back water. I knew that much. And most of the kids were older than me, and I was probably one of the youngest ones. And of course, the big one took care of the little one. And I finally just threw them down in the pipe. Well, my daddy come by and he said, "Where'd these fish come from?" I said, "Well, David had them." Well, he said, "Where'd you get them?" And I said, "I got them out of that tank up there." And Jim Beck's surf station, he said, "Well, did you buy them?" I said, "No." He said, "Did he give them to you?" And I said, "No." "And you just reached there and got them?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well," he said, "that you ain't supposed to do that." He said, "That's called stealing." And I said, I didn't know what the word stealing even meant. I was too young. He said, "Well, you go ahead and play today and have a good time. Now tomorrow, we got to go up there and take care of them." And he said, "I'll tell you how to do it tomorrow." So, and my daddy was so shrewd, and he was just amazing. So I go get up next morning. Back then, we didn't have inside plumbing. We had an outhouse. Daddy got up after breakfast, went to the outhouse. And I thought, well, he's forgot about this. Even me didn't even know what stealing was or anything. I still had a conscience that I'd done something wrong. Mm-hmm. He come back from the outhouse. He said, "Yeah, don't $39 truck home." He said, "Go around and get your bank." I still got the little can bank. I got it. Wolfhead Oil Company. My uncle worked there, and he got us all banks. So I get my bank. He said, "Let's go up there and take care of this." And we drove up. And he said, "You see that man standing right yonder?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Now that's Vernon Beckner. That's in cahoots. Several Beckers. He said, "He's the guy that's in charge of most of this year. You go over and tell him that you stole 3 of his goldfish and ask him how much you are and pay him and tell him you're sorry." And I said, "You go tell him for me." He said, "Oh, okay." Just sweet as he could be. Daddy was so quick and soft. He got out of the truck and he walked over to Vernon Beckner. He said, "Vernon, hey, Claude, how you doing?" He had no idea why we were even there. Other than get gas, that's what we traded. He said, "David's sitting there in the truck, wants to talk to you." And he said, he asked me what that. He said, "What do you want, David?" Because I was one of his favorite kids. I said, I started crying. I said, "I stole 3 of your goldfish. I won't pay you for them." He turned around and he walked over to Daddy. I could hear him. He said, "We don't say about them kids getting them goldfish." He said, "Now look here. I'm not up here for no other kid. It's this one I want to work on. This is mine. You go out there and he's going to tell you sorry, and you charge him just like you do anybody else." And I mean, 6 cents, man. You could buy RC Cola and a pack of kids, He walked back out there and he said, "Well, what was it again, David?" I said, "I stole 3 of your goldfish." And I said, "I won't pay you for them." And I was shaking. I remember it. I flipped it open. And he said, "That'd be 6 cents." And I gave him a nickel and a penny. And I said, "I'm sorry that I did that." And he said, "That's okay." And that took care of all of that right there. My daddy explained that to him and to me. That it wasn't smart, but it didn't say, I'm going to whoop you, give you a seat, or he just said, no, don't do that more. He said, look at it this way, honey. And he was so sweet to me. He said, look at it this way. You wouldn't want him to come out there and get in your toy box, take a toy with you. And I said, no. He said that. And Daddy was this way. I mean, one time my uncle had a lawnmower. My cousin probably listened to it because he's his daddy. And he brings this up every now and then. He'll come out there and borrow my dump truck and he'll say, David, I'll hit it back this evening. And he called me one day and he said, I ain't got this unload. You care if I keep it tomorrow? I said, keep it as long as you need it. I don't need a brand new dump truck I just bought to play around with. He said, no, I remember what your daddy taught you. Daddy said, you be as eager to take something back as you was to borrow it. You'll never have no problem with that guy. So I mowed our yard. And when I did, I ran over Daddy sitting there and swinging. I sat down and said, what are you doing? I said, well, sit down and rest. I mowed all this yard. And he said, did you rest before you borrowed that lawnmower? And I said, I was just a young boy then. He said, you take that lawnmower back and thank him, and then you come back and rest all you want to. He said, you be as eager to take it back as you was to borrow it, and you won't have no problem. Now, that's the way with people say, it don't hurt me to apologize. I don't care what it is. When you walk up to a fellow and say, I done you wrong, and I don't ask you to forgive me, that's hard. Hurts. Because you're working the flesh. Yeah. The spiritual part of godly part working against the evil part. And I'm going to throw this in for politics. If everybody up there would turn around and treat each other in the political world like they want to be treated when all this is over,
wouldn't have any problems.
We wouldn't have no problem, and none of this would be going on today.
You're right.
I mean, this wants to break a rule. That's different. Faye, my sister, read a thing in a paper to me one time. This lady took her little boy, Johnny, to school. She said, now, Johnny's real temperamental. Said he's real fractious and all. Said he cries a lot. Said, if he does something wrong, don't whoop him. Whoop the one next to him. I said, that's the way the flesh thinks. There are rules up there. I'm not siding with either side. But if every one of them, all them politicians, would treat each other exactly the way they want to be treated, we'd be getting down to brass tacks doing something instead of trying to see who can outthink the other one or who can out-con the other one. Ain't that right?
Con's the word.
As Mr. Walker said, I'm not one to decorate politics, but right and wrong is wrong is wrong, and I'm right.
You said forgiving hurts, or apologizing hurts.
I didn't find this out last week. This is true. Somebody at the store said, they come in there, it's the politic thing. I just sit and listen to them because I don't like to talk politics with the store, This man told me never talk politics and religion. You can't go back to kitchen 101, but not all it. This man said, I didn't know how come President Lincoln was assassinated the last week. And I said, I didn't know whose fault it was. And I said, who was it? He said, Donald Trump's fault. I had to laugh. So I went back there and I said, you sound like Cas Walker. And I got Mr. Walker's license plate he had on from his car. Blame it on Expo. When it was going to have Expo, Mr. Walker had this sign. I drove his car a lot of time, miles after mile, that license. So I guess I told him I wanted it, or when he trade cars or something, he give it to me. Or I trade Expo. I said, I want that sign. I got that license plate. Blame it on Expo. I said, look here, here's a fellow things like you do. I said, I remember we'd be going somewhere and somebody would walk up to him and say, start telling him something's wrong, and Mr. Walker didn't want to fool him and say, just blame it on Expo. So, just hang it on him. Luke said that they were down in Nashville, and this guy walked in and said, I wrote a good song, showed him the lyrics, and he said, well, the song is good. What's the tune? He said, I just give it Old Blue Eyes. Just hang Old Blue Eyes. They had 4 songs. Thinking Night, My Blue Eyes, Great Speckled Bird, Wild Side of Life. They had 4 songs that had the same tune. All 4 of them had the same tune. We need to play them one day, show people. It's great. I think I remember all 4 of them. There's 3 of them I just now see it. And that's been during that time. And said, that guy said, I just put Old Blue Eyes on it. I said, that'll hold it down for a 10. So there's too much stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you doing does, you haven't done to you. And so when you hear somebody say, "Oh, it don't hurt me to apologize," it don't.
Well, it hurts to apologize, but it also heals. That's my 2 H's for it.
That's what he said.
It hurts, but it heals.
Swear you don't hurt and change is not. And swear you don't hurt and change is not. And my nephew Mac, that Lester Fox is one of his favorite people because he thought Florida Max, they were in business together. But Mac said, "That's a good verse, but I'll tell you right now, it hurts while it's getting done," he said.
We need a lot of healing.
Yeah, me and my wife sometimes we get in a little spat. She'll say you're sorry. I said, that ain't my vocabulary.
Oh, she's listening.
Yeah.
You need to learn.
She knows it. She knows it.
You're digging a hole. I'm telling you.
She knows where Dead Street is.
It is hard for me, boy. I don't remember many times ever saying I'm sorry either. My whole life.
I didn't say it's easy. I said it's hard. But it heals.
This friend, I'm going to bring Paul Hughes over here if I can. Like we are. He'll come because it's Mavis, his husband, knows Paul Mavis. He said, "David, I've messed up so much." He said, "I've learned." And he told me this just a few weeks ago. He was over at my office, him and Mavis. He said, somebody walks up to me and tells me I've done him wrong. Well, I'm very sorry, but it's a whole lot easier just trying to figure out which one it was.
You remember John Anderson's album? It was I Just Came Home to Count the Memories. Mm-hmm. There's a song on that album that says, "You're right, I'm wrong, I'm sorry." It's a good song. You're right, I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
It kind of sounds like me at my house.
Make you blue.
Me and Bill Carlisle, Georgia Riddle, a bunch of us out in Nashville was riding. We'd done a show and we went down to the truck stop. And we was coming back and I was showing him a barn at that farm there where men hired work. And I was showing him that farm and we put about hay and stuff. And he said, I got on my farm there, Dave, so I just built me a new barn about 6 or 8 months ago. And Georgie's sitting in the back. We had this big conversion van I just bought. He said, no, 2 years ago. He said, "It's right, 2 years ago." He said, "Now, Georgie, David don't care if it's 6 months or 2 years ago. That wasn't the point. We're talking about the barn." He said, "It's easier to just go ahead and agree with them." And he said, "If you win an argument, what did you win? Does it pay anything?"
Sometimes it's better to just let it go. Lose the argument.
Yep.
What did you win?
About time to sum up, boys.
Is it summing up time?
Getting there, yeah. About it's 22
Well, you got any shows you want to talk about, Barney, or just
I've got, coming up around here, I've got February the 3rd, which is a Monday night. I'm at Alpha Baptist Church in Morristown. February the 15th, I'll be at Leadville. It's a Saturday night, I think. It's at Leadville Baptist Church up in White Pine. Those are, anybody can come to those.
Shoot, you got more shows than I have. You went on me with you.
That's around here.
I was telling you about tomorrow night because the Cherokee Country Club is private, so I don't know what he's saying.
Can I come to it?
But anyhow.
Okay, then I ain't coming. You heard that, didn't you?
Yes, I answered that.
Yeah, well, then fine. Forget it. I didn't want to go anyway.
If you know the answers, where you ask the questions for? Anything wasted, good precious time.
Now's a good time for you to apologize to me.
Sorry, Bernie. I'm sorry, Bernie.
You're
okay. One I do want you to remember now is Tuesday night. Is Tuesday night 21st?
Tuesday night is the 21st, sir. Yes.
Tuesday night 21st. Wild Wings, Camel Station.
Okay.
Now, we bring in the heavy artillery. We've got Claudia, and that's pretty heavy.
Pretty heavy.
If you don't get to come, just stick your head out the window. He's still probably here. We got Chicken Man, CJ, I guess Aaron probably, she's always with us normally, and Randy, and Big Mike, of course, and we've got maybe, I don't know who all else is probably there. A lot of times Joyce is there, and Rita is there. And I think we got a guest or two, but it's going to be Wild Wings, maybe the harmonica player, he usually goes on him. But that's going to be Tuesday night, 21st. We got 2 shows. I think Janice lady booked some for us. Has got the piano player, I believe, has been working with some of us. Going to come down and do our, I think, opening up for us. Maybe they do a 5 o'clock thing because we go on at 6:30. One show, and then at 7:30 go back and do another show. So it's going to be this Tuesday night. Good Lord willing, we want everybody to be there. And get there about 6 o'clock if you can, because that way you get good tables and stuff. Because normally we sell out. I hope we do this one, but so far we have. So I guess it. And we got a lot of big sales on bill. We got TV guitars as low as flat tops right now. Dent and scratch sale, $79.95 is $200 guitar. So whatever you do, we got to look at that. So we got some things to look up next week. Next week we got some big stuff coming up. And I want you to see if you can get Jane over.
Yeah, we'll get Jane. I want to get the gentleman, Mr. Waring from Sevier County sometime. He's got some good stories about Cas he'd like to.
Yeah, please do. And anybody that wants to tell a Cas Walker story, holler at me, come over and be on. And remember one thing. Now, this fella ain't he don't have the umbrella or the blanket in insurance. He's got the big tent. Give Barney a call.
Please do. If you're a business owner, we're doing a lot of commercial stuff, so we can save you money.
Barney is going to take you from the cradle to the grave. You'll be covered. So give him a call, and he'll.
I gotta feed this little grandbaby of mine that's calling me Dad Dog.
Dad Dog.
When she starts calling. I need to bring my T-shirt over here one day.
What's her name?
Her name is Layla Jade. She's named after Eric Clapton's song Layla and Jaded.
And you're gonna be Dad Dog.
I'm Dad Dog. Yeah. And unfortunately, my wife don't like it. And she's Gigi, and I've what happened to Mama and Papa?
That's what it was when I was growing up.
I want to bring it. They made me a shirt. It's a big orange T-shirt with white letters. Says Dad Dog.
Dad Dog.
I'm a world's greatest Dad Dog is what it says.
Well, that's what the grandkids call Mr. Walker.
Mm-hmm.
They could say they called him Dad Dog. Fred, we called him Dad Dog.
We may have to have some of them made for people. We may start a new trend here.
I might put his picture on and say Dad Dog.
I need to do that. I can get you my shirt.
You want royalties off this or anything?
No, I'll be paying you.
Oh, okay.
You're the guy I need to pay royalties.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
I apologize.
We both learned something today, didn't we?
We did. Thanks for letting me
Did you learn anything on this? No.
We're leaving here to write some men's shirts.
We ain't converted him yet.
Not yet.
We're working on it.
We'll get it.
All right, guys. We're going to wrap things up. Guys, be back here with us next Thursday. What does that be? The 23rd. Wow. It's almost still January.
We've been going to February.
And you're going to bring those 4 songs, right? Or the 4 songs all the same tune.
Up here, I ain't got them all, but we're going to talk a little bit about them. We got some other things to talk about. Barney, if you ain't doing that, we come back.
Come on by.
Coming for a few weeks.
I'll come anytime you want me. I appreciate you being on. I love hearing wrong. I listen to you.
I've got you booked now through January and February, and then we'll worry about March when it gets here.
Let's do them a week at a time.
All right, guys.
Thank you for listening to AM 1380 WYSH and Ask Your Neighbor. Make sure you tune in at 10 a.m. each day, Monday through Friday, right here on AM 1380 WYSH and BBB TV 12, or listen live online at WYSHradio.com. And remember, if you have a question, comment, or problem, call in tomorrow and ask your neighbor, or email from our website. It's Ask Your Neighbor. Thanks for listening.
Respect, reputation, results. 3 reasons you should trust the law firm of Fox & Fox.
Cabinet value in East Tennessee. How do we do it? Old City Kitchen cabinets feature plywood construction, not furniture board or particle board, and offer custom accessories like spice racks, under-counter microwave cabinets, farmhouse sinks, wall ovens, and pantry cabinets. We bundle all these features with a competitive low price to deliver outstanding value to our customers. Your dream kitchen just became affordable at Old City Kitchens. Come see our exquisite showroom at 216 East Depot Avenue, right in the heart of the Old City. When you're here, stay a while and enjoy Knoxville's rejuvenated downtown area. Be sure to connect with us on Facebook and Instagram, or even schedule a free kitchen design consultation at a time that best fits your busy schedule at oldcitykitchens.com. Recently voted Knoxville's best kitchen and bath design store for 2018 by Knox News. We'll see you in the Old City.
Hammer stores are celebrating 78 years in the bargain business throughout 2020. That also means their 68th birthday here in East Tennessee. The Hammers family thanks you for making 2019 another successful year, and they look forward to saving you money in 2020. Shop now for great new savings on select fall and winter merchandise, plus home decor items. Save 20 to 50% off these fall and winter items right now. And if you prefer an early jump on spring, decorate your home with an all-new shipment of new spring faux flowers. Brighten those dreary winter days with beautiful stems, bushes, and arrangements, and silk flowers that last forever. Find colors that'll fit any occasion with a bonus of Hammers low prices to fit every budget. New selections are arriving every week. Be listening in late January for breaking news on a trailer load rug sale. Plus, Hammers Beach Party Bargain Days starts in February. That's Hammers, Halls, Clinton, and New Tazewell.
Hammers Discount Stores. If you haven't been to Hammers, you should see us now.
Make your home look beautiful again with Pinnacle Home Improvements, your home exterior remodeling experts.
Pinnacle did a fabulous job. Our house looks great.
At Pinnacle, our professionals install the highest quality home exterior products. Hurry and take advantage of Pinnacle's Winter Savings Event. Get windows for the entire house from $79 a month, siding from $99 a month, or an entire roof from $89 a month.
Everything they did was just as professional as I could possibly imagine. I'd recommend Pinnacle in a heartbeat. They're the company to call.
Pinnacle holds an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Hurry and get windows for the entire house from $79 a month. Siding from $99 a month, or an entire roof from $89 a month. Call now 865-444-6013 or go to PinnacleHomeImprovements.com. That's PINNACLE HomeImprovements.com. With credit approval, some conditions apply.
Call now. Pinnacle Home Improvements.
Bailey, don't forget, it's called Pinnacle.
That's why it says Pinnacle. Pinnacle.
Pre-arranging for a funeral allows you to make important decisions together and not alone. Gentry Griffey Funeral Chapel and Crematory has served the Knoxville area since 1948. From traditional funeral options to cremation, they can accommodate any need and any budget. Call them today to discuss pre-arrangement or transferring existing arrangements. 689-4481. Online at GentryGriffey.com. Gentry Griffey Funeral Chapel and Crematory. Trust, value, and service since 1948.
Clinton Drug Store is now offering point-of-care testing. This includes TB skin test, cholesterol screening, and flu and strep testing. Should your flu test or strep test come back positive, they can write you a prescription and get you on the road to recovery. No need to go to a clinic and then to the pharmacy. Get this service provided in one stop with no appointment necessary. Just another way the Clinton Drug Store is focusing on delivering quality patient care to help keep our community healthy. Call 865-457-1421 if you have questions. Clinton Drug Store, right on the corner, right across from the Clinton Post Office.
Baseball legend Earl Evans. Detroit Tigers showed up at the show. I'll post that picture for you. It's pretty cool. In just a couple of minutes, Tim McGraw and Earl Thomas Conley.
Heavy-duty organizing meets heavy-duty savings during the Store More, Save More event at the Home Depot. Right now, find durable Husky storage solutions for your whole garage, like exclusive, easy-to-assemble Husky 5-tier shelving units in red or silver, just $99.98 each. Order online for fast and easy pickup. It's a good time to be a doer and for getting organized with help from the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Each sold separately, limited time only. Event end dates vary by store. See store for details. Available in store and online.
When you have trouble sleeping, it's tough. When kids have trouble sleeping,
Mom, I can't sleep. Dad, just one more story?
for nights like this, try Vicks Pure Z's Kids. Our great tasting gummies are specially formulated for kids with a unique blend of botanicals and a low dose of melatonin to support their natural sleep cycle. Best of all, they're drug-free and non-habit forming. Help your child fall asleep naturally with Pure Z's Kids Gummies. Consult with a doctor before use for ages 4 and up.
As a child, we're taught to share. We share things like our toys, our crayons, and our phones. But there are some things that we don't share, like our toothbrush, our underwear, and our medicine. Medicine can be life-saving when taken as directed by a doctor, but it can have dangerous consequences when misused. Taking someone else's medicine could make us sick, get us in trouble, and can even lead to overdose. Let's share when it's appropriate, but always remember, we don't share medicine. Brought to you by ASAP of Anderson. Prevention works.
Wendy's has been showing everyone how to do fast food right for 50 years. And now they're showing them how 2 for $5s are done with Wendy's 2 for $5. It's the only one where you can get Wendy's fresh, never frozen beef and that Wendy's spicy chicken you crave. Pick 2 for $5. Choose between the juicy Dave Single, the tasty spicy chicken sandwich, 10-piece crispy, or spicy nuggets. Come in today and taste how a real 2 for $5 is done. Only at Wendy's. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada. Price and participation may vary for a limited time only.
The new year is here, and I found the perfect way to shake up our shopping routine. It's Walmart's grocery pickup and delivery.
Oh, yeah?
We get the same prices as in-store, but at Walmart, they do the shopping for you.
So it's like a shopping shortcut.
A fairy grocery mother who just shops her grocery list so hard.
A secret sauce that makes running errands a cakewalk.
A life hack that hacks your life to get more life out of life.
Nice.
Use code WOWFRESH and get $10 off your first grocery pickup or delivery today. Walmart. Save money, live better. Delivery fee applies. Delivery available in select markets. First order only. $50 minimum. Expires March 31st, 2020. Restrictions apply.
Rogers Group. Who are they? Rogers Group is a family-owned business started in 1908 that operates in 7 states. Locally, they're in Oak Ridge and Campbell County. Rogers Group. What do they do? They offer high-quality products and services at competitive prices. They offer commercial and residential services, crushed stone, sand, gravel, asphalt paving, and road and bridge construction. Rogers Group. Where are they? 250 Union Valley Road in Oak Ridge and at 429 Queener Road in Jacksboro. Rogers Group. A local, family-owned, community-minded business.
Here's more straight talk about your heating and air conditioning unit from Cantrell's Heat and Air. This is Jamie Lewis, and you know your home's heating and air conditioning is probably the most important part of your home because heating and cooling is the most important thing in your home. Cantrell's is a family-owned and operated company that guarantees their work, and you can know that when you call Cantrell's, you will get service when you need it. Cantrell's installs Amana heating and air conditioning systems, and you can have a new system installed in your home today. Amana offers a limited lifetime warranty, so call now 687-2520 and let Cantrell's help you with a new Amana heat and air conditioning system. One call does it all at Cantrell's. Cantrell's Heat and Air and Amana Heating and Air Conditioning, a perfect partnership for your home comfort. Call today 687-2520 and always remember Cantrell's cares.
This is a Jackson Hewitt tax service announcement. Don't want to wait weeks for your tax refund? That's a reason to go to Jackson Hewitt Tax Service. File your taxes with Jackson Hewitt and ask a tax pro how you could get up to $3,200 fast with a no-fee refund advance. It's a 0% APR loan from MetaBank that's available before your tax refund is, so you could get money when you need it. Go to JacksonHewitt.com to learn about availability, terms, and how you could get money on a prepaid card fast, like Today Fast. Go to Jackson Hewitt today. That's Jackson Hewitt.
Submission kit. Again, 800-501-3689.
AM 1380, FM 101.1, WYSH, AM 960, WQLA.
People smile and tell me I'm the lucky one, and we've just begun. I think I'm gonna have a son. He will be like him and me, as free as a dove, conceived in love. The sun is gonna shine above. And even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. Everything will bring a chain of love. And in the morning when I rise, bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me everything's gonna be alright. Love a guy who holds the world in a paper cup. Drink it up. Love love him and he'll bring you love. And if you find he helps your mind, better take him home, home. Yeah, don't you live alone. Try to earn what love is for. And even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. Everything will bring a chain of love, love. And in the morning when I rise, bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me everything's gonna be alright. And even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. Everything will bring a chain of love. And in the morning when I rise, bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me everything's gonna be alright.
The heart isn't blind, it just sees what it wants to see. I hope yours is looking at mine, the way that you're looking at me. Girl, I've been around, I've taken chances before, but this time I'm hoping for more. You're making it easy. Nobody falls like a fool. Nobody loves like a believer. After so many dreams have fallen through, it's time that one came true. Nobody falls like a fool. Nobody loves like a believer. And I'm falling, 'cause I believe in you. I know you're afraid of the words that we've spoken. There's been so many promises made and so many broken. Oh, but please don't hold back. I've already opened the door, and this time I'm hoping for more. You're making it easy. Nobody falls like a fool. Nobody loves like a believer. After so many dreams have fallen through, it's time that one came true. Nobody falls like a fool. Nobody loves like a believer. And I'm falling, 'cause I believe in you. Nobody falls like a fool. Nobody loves like a believer. After so many dreams have fallen through, it's time that one came true. Nobody falls like a fool. see her. Spent $48 last night at the county fair. I throwed out my shoulder, but I want her that teddy bear. She's got me saying sugar pie, honey, darling, and dear. I ain't seen the Braves play a game all year. I'm gonna get fired if I don't get some sleep. My long lost buddies say I'm getting in too deep, but I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. I try so hard, I can't rise above it. Don't know what it is about that little gal's loving, but I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. My mama and daddy tried to teach me courtesy, but it never sank in till that girl got a hold of me. Now I'm holding umbrellas and opening up doors. I'm taking out the trash and I'm sweeping my floor. I'm crossing my fingers and counting every kiss, praying that it keeps going on like this. 'Cause I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. I try so hard, I can't rise above it. Don't know what it is about that little gal's loving, but I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. Gotta wash my truck and dress up, pick her up to watch TV. And she sits down on the sofa to move a little closer. You can't get enough of me. And I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. I try so hard, I can't rise above it. Don't know what it is about that little gal's loving, but I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. Come on, baby. You know what I like. Yeah, I like that.
Tim McGraw, who just a couple of days ago announced his 2020 Here on Earth tour. Man, it's a great tour. He's got Midland with him and Luke Combs, like two of the hottest acts in country music right now. That would be so much fun to see. I've got more classic country in just a couple of minutes. You can find information on that and a whole bunch more. Just look for Country Radio Linda. Next time you're on Facebook.
Some say love, it is a river, and that it drowns the tender reed. And some say love, it's like a razor, and that it leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger, an endless aching need. I say love, it is a flower, and you, its only seed. the dream, afraid of waking, that never takes the chance. It's the one who won't be taken, who cannot seem to give, and the soul afraid of dying, that never learns to live. When the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, and you think that love is only for the lucky and the strong. Just remember, in the winter, far beneath the bitter snow, lies the sea that with the sun's love in the spring becomes the AM 1380 WISH. Standing on a mountain looking down on a city, the way I feel is a doggone pity. Teardrops are falling down the mountainside. Many times I've been here and many times I cried. We used to be so happy when we were in love, high on a mountain of love. Night after night I've been standing here alone, weeping my heart out the cold gray dawn, praying that you're lonely and you come here too, hoping just by chance that I get a glimpse of you. Trying hard to find you somewhere, love, high on the mountain of love. The mountain of love, the mountain of love. You should be ashamed. We used to be a mountain of love, but you just changed your name. Way down below there's a 500,000 people. Somewhere there's a church and a big tall steeple. Inside the church there's an altar filled with flowers. Wedding bells are ringing and it should have been ours. That's why I'm so lonely. Our dreams gone above. I know how to love. Mountain of love, mountain of love. You should be ashamed. We used to be a mountain of love, but you just changed your name. Way down below there's a 500,000 people. Somewhere there's a church and a big tall steeple. Inside the church there's an altar filled with flowers. Wedding bells are ringing and it should have been ours. That's why I'm so lonely. Our dreams gone above. High on the mountain of love. High on the mountain of love. High on the mountain of love.
come back, Lord, soon I know. He'll spend the night with you and leave me crying. You don't love him, but you won't let him go. Oh, whiskey, if you were a woman, I'd fight you and I'd win, Lord knows the war. Oh, whiskey, if you were a woman, I'd drive him from his tangled mind for good. No matter what you do, I'll do it better. You'd never be the woman I could be. But you don't have a heart for any feeling. So I can't even ask for sympathy. Oh, whiskey, if you were a woman, I'd fight you and I'd win, Lord knows the word. Oh, whiskey, if you were a woman, I'd ride him from his tangled mind for good. Oh, whiskey, if you were a woman.
You are listening to AM.